Hi, this is one of those videos that people don't like to make, but inevitably they wind up finding themselves having to make. So mine is about a recent online experience with Pac Sun. I ordered some Christmas gifts. I ordered 4 t-shirts. I got my order in, and it was absolutely not what I had ordered. I got things that cost way more expensive. Definitely not my size. I got this. Not my size, 55 bucks. Playboy, size small. These are pants. Joggers, 40 bucks. Another pair of white small joggers. Another $45 with a, they're sponsored by Playboy. It's a collab. I simply ordered some old concert t-shirts. Reprints of old concert t-shirts. I ordered 4 t-shirts. So I was a little stunned when my husband brought me in the bag. This big. There's no return label. There's no nothing. There's just, I can't show you this because I will dox myself. So just this that shows the items that I ordered. Christmas items for my husband, for myself, and there was a separate order for my daughter. I didn't know it was coming separate. I didn't get an email until I saw that. And I called customer service as soon as it came. And I spoke to one woman, and clearly Pac Sun outsources. We're in the middle of a pandemic. You got people who need jobs, and clearly they outsource. So I don't want to go on a rant and a rave about outsourcing. I don't, because it's not, I don't own the company. But if that's their gig. If they want to outsource, then outsource. But please make sure that the people that you outsource not only speak English, but comprehend. Comprehension and understanding is such a huge, huge part of customer service. And if you want to keep customers, like as of right now, I will never order from Pac Sun again. You get one chance to take my money. One. And if it comes out as bad as this did, I choose not to spend my money with you because there are too many other places I can spend my money. Like Jeff Bezos, he likes my money. He gets a lot of it. I called. I explained. I got an order that wasn't mine. Asked where my order was. Usually, by now, someone would have gotten a received thing, went to their mail, got theirs, and they would have called in Pac Sun and complained already. So normally what happens is, okay, so person A got this order, person B got this order. We'll swap them, right? It's not what happened. Very quickly, Pac Sun has very fast emailing normally. I noticed when I ordered one specific t-shirt that's being delivered on Friday, it was in a medium, and it was too late to call. We're in Central Standard Time. I did one of those emails to them because even their customer service chat was down. And I told the woman, is it possible, since it's still sitting at your warehouse, can you please exchange it out for a large? And nothing. The next afternoon, I got an email back, and no, sorry, can't do it. When you get it, if you want to send it back and exchange it, then you can do it then. Oh, okay, fine. So I'm SOL on that one. I understand. Okay. Instead of telling me, hindsight's 20/20, she should have told me to order that size and just send the other one back, because it is since sold out. I can't get it for my daughter. Can't get it because it's gone. It's gone. Gone with the wind. So I get this order. I make phone call number 1. I'm waiting for a confirmation email. There's nothing that comes. So I wait an hour and a half. No confirmation email comes. I call customer service and I speak to one person. And she's not understanding, not comprehending the situation I'm trying to tell her. That I got someone else's order. So after about 4 times, I think she understands it. She says, okay, well, we are going to send out your order. I said, and I need a return address label so I can postpaid label. This was not my fault that these were sent to me. This is somebody else's order. She says, oh yeah, well, I'm going to send you a label. And she says, you know what? To exchange the shirt that's coming on Friday, stick that one in. That way there's no paying twice. And we could just, do an even exchange. Then when they get the order, they'll credit your credit card. And that's good customer service. But the thing is that I don't think she understood exactly what it is. So I called back an hour and a half later because I got no confirmation. And I ended up having to ask CSR to just, I'm like, not to be rude, can you please just give me someone who understands English? Just someone, states. I heard if you ask to speak to someone in the United States, they have to put you through. Unless there is no one in the United States. So I talked to this gentleman. He said his name is Caesar. He's a supervisor. And I told him, I said, okay, well, I just want to make sure that it's in the system. I'm like, I'm not going to tell you the problem. I said, I'm going to give you my customer number. I'm going to give you the order number. I want you to tell me what happened an hour and a half ago when I called. Just tell me what happened, and then I'll make sure she understood and everything's Gucci. Then you don't have to do anything. No need for you to get involved. No, there was nothing put in. He couldn't tell me anything. I explained the situation again. Now I'm getting peeved because had I not done the follow-up call when I didn't receive the confirmation email, nothing would have been done. So I tell him, I'm like, look, I have your products sitting here. These are Playboy products. They're way more expensive than what I ordered from you. I said if I wanted to, I could just keep the order, sell it on eBay, make some buckies, and just reorder my order. And I'd come out way ahead if I wanted to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want bad karma. I don't want to be trash around the holidays. Somebody ordered this. Maybe it's somebody else's, Christmas gift or something. So I don't want to do that. I just want my order, but I should not have to wait and send it back and then them send me my order that I already paid for. They already charged me. That's not, and I shouldn't have to pay shipping. Again, not my fault. I didn't, and I'm trying to explain this to this gentleman. Don't worry, Miss Lynette, I'm going to follow through. I'm going to call you. He leaves me a message this morning. There's, okay, well, I escalated it up further. There's still no response, no nothing. Then he calls me back in the afternoon. This time I answer the call. I'm like, okay. He's like, well, I'm going to send you an email now because now we'll send your stuff. I'm like, okay. I opened the email and I said, okay. I said, like, I had explained to the first customer service representative, I don't have a printer. Could you please just send me a return packaging label in my order, either in the replacement order or in the order that is supposed to be arriving to my house in a couple of days from now on Friday? Well, now I'm going to have to put you on hold. I said, okay. Put me on hold. I said, I need a return label. He puts me on hold. He comes back about 3 minutes later, and his first thing out of his mouth is, what I understand is you're trying to keep our products, not return our products, and get your stuff sent to you for free. Well, we're not sending you anything. I'm like, excuse me. This is where you're going to stop. I'm like, did you hear anything come out of my mouth that said I didn't want to send back your products? He's like, no. I said, then why were those the first words out of your mouth? I understand you don't want to send back my products. You don't want to give them back. As I explained yesterday, I could easily eBay these, put them on Amazon, put them on Facebook, whatever little sites there are, and I could sell them for face value. They're brand new, they're still in packaging. Or I could go to Pac Sun and return them. If I was that kind of scamp, I could. But I didn't. I'm calling because, you're selling concert shirts of concerts that, like, my husband actually went to in the 70s, and bands that I did in the 80s, and didn't have money for merch back then. So you're selling, your company's selling memories that I had of things that actually happened that are newly printed. And now, as a boomer, I want to take advantage of that and wear the concert merch. You know what I mean? It's pretty simple, not difficult to understand. But he had to go and insult me and call me a thief and tell me what I understand is you don't want to return our goods. So I'm not sending you out your items until you go and return the Playboy items to the post office. I said, okay. I said, once again, I said, okay, so go print it. And I read off my name, my address. I said, put it in an envelope and send it to me so I can stick it on this plastic bag. And we're done with. He's like, no. I'm like, no what? He's like, no, I sent you an email. Just open it, bring it to the post office. They'll scan it, and that's it. It's done. It's done. I'm like, that's not how it works. He's like, he's like, just go to the post office and show them your email. You don't need to label it. You don't need to address it. I'm like, excuse me. I'm like, you're talking about the United States Postal Service, not United Parcel Service, not FedEx. I'm like, they don't do that. I'm like, I am like next to positive because somebody else told me to do that once. And it was another outsourced company that told me, yes, just go to the post office and, that they'll print up everything for you. They don't even give you tape to tape up a box, but they're going to print out a label. What are you smoking? But I didn't say that. I just said, they don't do that. I'm like, so you cannot just print me out a label. I'm like, okay, so we're kind of stuck here. How do we fix this? I'm not going to go buy a freaking printer just to return it. Just send me a return address label. Not a difficult request. You called me a thief. You said I didn't want to return things. I'm like, you know what? Now I want to talk to your supervisor because now I'm pissed. Now I'm upset. He doesn't want me to put a supervisor on. He's like, well, I am the supervisor. I'm like, no, you're not the owner of Pac Sun. I said, and I guarantee you there are other people. I said, what you have to understand is, I said, American companies, they hire people. And they're called secret shoppers. And they try to, I'm like, what you just did, insulting me the way you did with your accusation. I said, that's not good for anybody. I'm like, I am sure you have a mother. I said, and if your mother was trying to buy you a Christmas present and some man was rude because their company sent her the wrong thing and all she wanted was this Christmas present, I'm like, would that be a good thing? I'm like, or if it was, if you have a sister or a brother or a husband or a wife or a significant other, I'm like, is it okay to talk to people that way? Is it okay for you to talk to a customer that way? Not let alone a human being. I never said, I'm keeping your stuff hostage. Send my stuff, and then I'll send you yours. So I told him once again, I said, I want to speak to your supervisor. I want to talk to your boss. He puts me on hold again for about 5 minutes, and he comes back. And he's like, no, I'm really sorry. And I want to know what we can do to fix this. I said, what we can do is you can let me talk to your boss. He would not put me on, he would not. And he's like, I'm sorry that I said that. What can I do? I said, you know what, I'm thinking about it. He left me this nice message. I talked to him twice yesterday. I'm like, when you put me on hold and then you came back and you said, I understand that you're trying to keep our merchandise without sending it back and expecting free merchandise. I'm like, I want to talk to that person, the person that told you to say that to me. I said, that's what I want. I said, I want to talk to the person who told you to say that to me. Because if he didn't come up with that, I said, I doubt very highly that Pac Sun has it in their script, because I've done customer service work before for Montgomery Wards for a couple of years. I worked at the Signature Group, and what you do is when they call in, you have a computer screen, there's a big script, you type in the problem, and you troubleshoot it. Okay, well, this isn't working. Okay, well, did you try A, B, C, D? No? Okay, then you click a button and it gives you other options. Okay, well, here are your other options. And I did that for a while with me and my girlfriend Michelle. We worked that, and we sold like lawyer services and car plans and just all sorts of stuff through Montgomery Wards. So I know how the script service works. I'm not an idiot. I did it a long time ago, but I did it. And I'm like, so no, I'd like to talk to the person who put that idea in your head that I was trying to steal from you. I said, I told you yesterday I could resell these products. I said it to you yesterday. I said I could have just reordered them. Could have been a scumbag. Could have just reordered my little t-shirts and kept your $100 and whatever dollars worth of merchandise and given it away to somebody, but I chose not to do that. So here's where it lies. He refused to give me a supervisor. Said they're not capable of sending out address labels, return labels, or anything else, which is just ridiculous. How hard is it to send a shipping label with it if you have returns, especially during COVID? People don't want to be going outside. You would think a company and the markups on this stuff, they're high because this stuff is not made here. I'm betting you buy it cheap because they make it cheap, but you can't afford return labels. You don't have the ability to send your customer return labels. They don't even do that. One customer agent asked me, well, tell me the shipping number of the order you got. And I read it to her. She's like, well, that's what this is. And I'm like, I'm telling you what I'm holding in my hand. I'm holding 3 Playboy Bunny merchandise things, not my stuff. I did not order that. I can't fit in a small. I have a big ass. I can't fit in it. I got big boobs. I can't fit in a medium. Sorry, that ain't my eye. How am I supposed to give you something I don't have? So he claims that he was going, I'm going to overnight it and we're going to eat the cost. And I'm like, no, I don't want you to do any of that. I'm not asking you. I'm like, I'm still waiting for a t-shirt to come on Friday. He's like, oh yeah, by the way, that's sold out. He's like, that's why it defaulted. When you put in large, it defaulted to medium because it's sold out. And I'm like, how many operators ago? Well, so while it was still in the warehouse, I could have canceled the order, gotten my money back, and I have to go through the losing of brain cells on Friday when it comes in around. It's like I'm just going to stuff it and make a pillow out of it if my daughter doesn't want it. I just, in the interim of while he's apologizing, and I'm like, I'm sorry too, that he did not let me finish. And he's like, oh, I accept your apology for, getting upset. And I'm like, that's the problem when you hire and comprehension isn't there. I wasn't sorry for getting upset after being told, well, I understand is you don't want to return. I wasn't I'm sorry that he treated me in such a way, and that now I'm going to go just complain about Pac Sun and tell all my friends, and I'm going to make a video about it. And I just don't think it's right to have customer service. That's so shitty, especially during an epidemic. I don't think it's right. I don't think you should spend your money there. And I'm personally not going to be spending my money there. And I'm not going to release the video until I know my order is safely here. But just beware when you're ordering things that trying to get through to someone that understands your concerns is going to be very hard. People are frustrated enough with the pandemic and staying home, but I mean, when you don't train people in empathy and comprehension, you can have lots of people that speak English. Yeah, we speak English, but do you comprehend English? Do you understand it? And that's why I'm not done with outsourcing. I mean, I can go into the whole thing. We're a union family. You don't pay them the right wages and everything else. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to choose to take my dollar and I'll shop elsewhere. That's it. I'm going to send Jeff Bezos my money. That's all. So just let this be a warning to anybody else who is expecting good customer service. I read some reviews on Pac Sun after I had this little thing happen, and I should have read them before because everything I'm saying is online about that store already. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Actually, Thanksgiving is coming up next, so happy Thanksgiving. That's all. Bye.